Hi everybody, this is Sue, and today is May 20th, 2024. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are working on Simplicity S9603. And so, we are still on step 1, believe it or not. I didn't even notice this yesterday. I just happened to see it earlier today because I was kind of looking at what needed to be done next, and then I realized it says that we need to put in buttonholes on here. I'll show you. Let me see if I can readjust this without too much. Crap. Oops, I didn't break my. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright. Can you see? I hope. It's so hard to tell. It's got such a reflection. It's so hard to tell whether you can see it or not. Alright, so it is saying now that we need to put a buttonhole in here. To reinforce buttonhole, apply a small remnant of interfacing under the buttonhole, making, and then make the buttonhole. Well, it kind of threw me for a little while. I wasn't sure where the buttonhole was supposed to be. I kept looking at the pattern and everything. Then I remembered, oh yeah, it's got a drawstring. So the buttonhole is down here at the bottom. And so the mowers were here earlier, and I couldn't make a video because you can't do anything when the mowers are here. They're just, it's so loud. So anyway, I went ahead and I pressed on the interfacing onto the back of the, and this goes on the front. So this goes on the front. So the drawstring is down here, and so you don't want very much. You just want a little square. And then you're going to use your buttonholing foot on your sewing machine to make the buttonhole. And the buttonhole on the pattern, let me tip you back down here so you can see this. I hope you can see this. Move that light out of the way because I can't see, because it's got me blinded. Okay, the buttonhole is right here, and it is 1 inch. Can you see? I don't think you can. Let me see if I can put you down a little bit better. Okay, here we go. It's right here. Right here is the buttonhole, and it's kind of an I shape. On the pattern, it's kind of, there it is. It's an I shape, and it's down here at the bottom, and it measures, let me see if I can get this in the, it measures with my tape measure here. Wait a minute. Where's, maybe I need a different, well, I've got my tape measure in my hand. Okay. Let's see if you can see this. All right, this measures 1 inch up from the bottom, 1 inch up from the bottom, and 1 inch from the edge. 1 inch from the edge, and then the buttonhole itself is about 3/4, about one half, excuse me. Once I get it straightened out there, it's about 1/2. So the buttonhole's about 1/2, and it's in 1 inch and up from the bottom 1 inch. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll do this again. From the bottom of the buttonhole, it's 1 inch, and then if you measure from the edge of the pattern to the buttonhole, that's 1 inch, and then the buttonhole itself measures at 1/2 inch. So now then, I personally had never made a buttonhole before. Well, not on this type of not on this type of buttonhole. On the old-fashioned kind, yeah, I had done that, but I had just never done that before. And let's see, I should have got that button back out. There we go. I kind of practiced this a little bit because I didn't know what I was doing. And I still don't know what I'm doing because I should have had this button out. Okay. This little 1/2 inch button here, and it's clear, so it's hard to see. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's kind of hard to sometimes figure out where exactly the camera is. There it is. That little button. That little tiny button there is 1/2 inch. So I'm going to put it into this buttonhole here just to give us the size of the buttonhole. So what happened here? I think everything fell on the floor. All right. So we're going to measure We're going to measure 1 inch up, one inch up, 1 inch in on both sides. This thing is wanting to fall off, and 1/2 inch right there. Okay, so that's where your buttonhole goes, right there. See, it's 1/2. It's 1 inch from the bottom up here, 1 inch from the edge here. So there's your intersection right there. There's your intersection right there. So that's where we're going to start this. We're going to start right there. And I think that's right. Pull this back as far as I can go. Put the button in there just to get the buttonhole the right size. We don't really need the button for anything else. just to make sure we get the button in the right, get the buttonhole in the right spot. Because once it's in there, it's in there. So we got to make sure we get it right. All right, now then, we want to set the, I don't know how your sewing machine is. On mine, you, for the buttonholer, you start with the buttonholer on A. I don't know whether you can see what you can see here. That doesn't work. All right. Okay, you're going to start with the buttonholer on A on your stitch selection dial, or whatever you have on your thing. You'll have to read up on your sewing machine how this is done. I practiced this for a little bit because really I had never used one of these before. It's really not so bad. Set the needle and make sure your this is down. And on most of your stitch selections, your needle has to be up and your presser foot has to be up to release the tension so that you can change the on this. You don't want to raise the presser foot because you will lose your tension on your thing, but you can, once the needle is up, you can change the selection on here. So we are going to start with this, and it said to make 5 or 6 stitches on this. So there we go. Make sure that the needle is over here on the left side. So that's what it said. Now then, raise the needle. Change it to B. Set the needle again. And we're going to sew. Now that we're at the, now that we're going to change it back to A, it's AC. So this is the back side of the, make several stitches. Now then, with the needle over here on the right side, we're going to change this to D, and we're going to make, we get down here to the end. What I've been doing is turning it back to A and making a few stitches. Bring it out. There's my thread scissors. Now, okay, now then this, I want to show you how to do this. When you are opening up your buttonhole, let's see, let me put this down where you can see. I want you to be able to see this. Here, I guess this is, I hope this is good. Take a pin and put it right here at the very end of the buttonhole. Before you do anything else, put a pin right there. That will keep you from cutting through the buttonhole. So take your seam ripper and this pointed end right here, you're going to stick it into this end of the buttonhole right here. Don't stick it into your finger because that might hurt. And then you're going to slice it up here like this, up against that pin. That pin is not going to let you rip through that buttonhole. The pin, you just slide it up through here. That pin is not going to let you stop. It's going to stop you from, and so that is the size that it is saying to make that buttonhole. That looks pretty small to me. That looks very small to me, but that's the size that it's saying to do it, so we'll see, because that looks pretty small. And I don't have any more of this fabric, so if that's not it, that's we're gonna have to do something, because if that is not the size that it's supposed to be, and that's what size it is on the pattern. Where is the pattern? Right there. Yep, that fits exactly. So that is the size that it's telling us to make the buttonhole. Now this is for the drawstring that we're going to make in a little while. So that's the size, a half an inch, and you can put a button, a half-inch button in your buttonholer to make sure you get it the right size. I thought about making it a little bit bigger just in case, but that's the size that it tells us to do that. So that's the end of this video. I want to make this for you, but I want this to be a step-by-step thing so that you can get used to it. You can play this over and over again if you need to. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me, because I can help you. I also have, and let me show you. I also have the Simply the Best sewing book. This is an old copy, but it's still a good resource book. Anything that I don't know, I can look up in here. And I do also craft sewing. I do craft sewing, I do garment sewing. So if you have any questions, ask me. I can probably answer it. If it's a garment question, I can look it up in here. They do have some tips on craft sewing in here, but I've been doing both for years. There's probably not a whole lot that I don't know, but I can look it up. I've also got one of the Nancy Zeman books. So if you have questions, if you're stumped on something, shoot me a question. I'll make a video about it, demonstrate how it's done. We'll go through the book. And there's some things in this book that I do want to make videos about, because this is such a great resource book. So be sure to ask, because I can help you, or I will do the best I can anyway. So anyway, that's the video for today, is how to make this buttonhole. And I'm going to go ahead and make the buttonhole for this side, for the other side. I don't know if this is the right or the left. It doesn't matter right now. But then we'll go on from here. We'll make the next step. The next step is to sew the shoulder seams together, and then we're going to put in the sleeve. And so we're getting into it. We're going to have this done before too long, I hope. And I'm making short videos because my camera wants to die. And, I get these messages that from my camera that, you've used up too much memory or whatever. Anyway, I wanted this to be very short, so this is already 20 minutes, so I'm going to just shut this off. I showed you what I needed to show you for today. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you again very soon. Thank you.